yumitu imatatan, which means maut, okay, to give death. He's the one who gives life and death. قَالَ أَنَا أَحْيِي وَأُمِيتُ. This Nimrod, this Namrud, he answered by saying, "Ana ahyi wa umit." He said, "That's easy. I can give life and I can give death." He called two prisoners who were they were guilty and they had done murder or something like that. He called them and he executed one of them right in front of Ibrahim alayhi salam, and the other one he set free. And in his intelligence, his limited intelligence, he said that this is giving life and giving death. Okay. He said giving life. Actually, this reminds me of the joke. There's lots of village jokes. You know, people make fun of people, villagers, and unintelligent people. Just say, I'm not going to say villagers, but unintelligent people. And there's a joke. There's one man. He was a villager who came to the city for the first time. And there's a thing, and this is not always true, but the city dwellers always think that of themselves smarter than the villagers. And what happened is this villager, he came to the city side for the first time, and one of the men, he comes up to him, he goes, "Hey," he saw that this guy's from the village. He said that, you guys are so gullible, you guys are so unintelligent, it's so easy to, deceive you guys and take advantage of you guys. And he gets really upset, he goes, What are you talking about? How is that? How is that possible? And he says, I'll show you right now. And he goes, okay, and he stands next to a wall, and he puts his hand on the wall. Okay? And he tells the villager, he says, punch my hand as hard as you can. So this villager, he stands there and he gathers all his might, and he swings, and the man moves his hand right away. He goes right into the brick wall, and he starts screaming and yelling, and he goes, you see, this is how you guys are. And he left him. Now this villager, he was really upset about this. So he says that, this guy took advantage of me. I gotta go and warn my people. I gotta go back and warn my people. He goes back to the village and he calls an emergency meeting. So he calls all the people of the village. He goes, come here, we gotta talk. There's there's emergency, this is something that's important. And he goes, they're sitting there, they have a campfire, they're sitting out there and they're talking. And he says to him, we're so gullible. Today I got taken by a city dweller, and we need to fix this. We need to start educating ourselves. How are we going to do this? And they said, what happened? What happened to you? And they saw his hand that it's all like bruised and stuff. So he goes, I'll give you an example. I'll show you how gullible we are. And he looks around, and he can't find any wall because they're outside. So he tells the guy, he goes, come here. Punch my hand as hard as you can. And then you know what happens next. Okay, so going on, this man, this Nimrod, he thought he was intelligent. He's arguing with Ibrahim alayhi salam. He's saying that I can kill, I can give life. Ibrahim alayhi salam gives him a better objective of the adhan.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
Okay, so Ibrahim alayhi salam, he gives him another example. He says that my Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is the one who brings the shams. He brings out the sun from the mashriq, okay, from the east. So bring it from the west if you can. Okay? From that he couldn't answer. فَبُهِتَ الَّذِي كَفَرَ. The one who had kufr, this Nimrod, he was dumbfounded. He was stumped. He couldn't answer, and that's it. Ibrahim alayhi salam, he won the argument. وَاللَّهُ لَا يَهْدِي الْقَوْمَ الظَّالِمِينَ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not guide the qawm al-zalimin, the unjust people. Okay, next ayah. I don't think we're going to be able to go over each ayah today, but let's skip one. Okay, here, Surah Taha. Okay, so we have Surah Taha, ayah number 20. فَأَلْقَاهَا فَإِذَا هِيَ حَيَّةٌ تَسْعَى. This is actually talking about when Musa alayhi salam, when he first got the nubuwwah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him to throw his asa, his stick, walking stick, and when he threw it, it turned into a snake. It turned into hayyatun, turned into a snake, this which was going and going fast into the, and not even a snake, it was a serpent. فَأَلْقَاهَا فَإِذَا هِيَ حَيَّةٌ تَسْعَى. It became a hayya tas'a, it became a running or moving swiftly. It was a snake that was going through. Here we have hayyatun. Hayyatun ta marbuta at the end, and that is a snake. Okay? فَأَلْقَاهَا from asa. Okay, asa, which is, the ayah is not here, but asa is basically a stick, a walking stick. And even though it does not have any of the signs, it has none of the signs of being feminine, but you have alqaha. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses the damir, the pronoun ha, which is referring to a female. So for alqaha, he threw it, which means it's feminine. Okay? And next ayah, هذه جهنم التي كنتم توعدون. هذه جهنم. This is the Jahannam, or this is the Jahannam, allati, the one, kuntum tu'adun. How do we know Jahannam here is feminine? Hadi, barakallahu feek. Hadi, you're doing ism ishara, you're pointing towards Jahannam, you're referring to Jahannam, and hadihi, the feminine word is used. Not hada Jahannam, but hadihi Jahannam, allati kuntum tu'adun. Next ayah, hadihi nar allati kuntum biha tukadhibun. How do we know nar is feminine? Again, hadihi. Okay, hadihi an-nar allati kuntum biha tukadhibun. Okay, next we have Surah Al-Naml. Okay, we have Surah Al-Naml. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. قال يا قوم لما تستعجلون بالسيئة قبل الحسنة. Can someone tell me some words in this ayah which are feminine? I'm sorry? Sayyatun, what else? Hasanat, good. Al-Hasana and Al-Sayyi'ah, good. Okay, so here we have لِمَا تَسْتَعْجِلُونَ. قال, this is actually talking about Salih alayhi salatu. He went to his people, Qawm Thamud, and there's a place actually, it's about 4 hours north of Medina. Medina Munawwara is called Al-Ula, or also called Madain Salih, and this is where the Qawm of Thamud used to live. And actually the ruins of Thamud are still there. And they're like beautiful. I went there one time, there was a beautiful houses that they have carved out of stone and out of the mountains, and it's still there. And actually, when you go there, you're supposed to go for ibrah. You're not supposed to go just for sightseeing, as a lot of people do. But you go there and you see the amazing how they made these homes out of the mountains, and how they're all laid waste. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroyed them in their home by sending an angel that let out a scream and a huge cry, and they were all killed. So here, قال يا قوم. So Salih alayhi salam giving da'wah to them, he says, Ya qawm, that, oh my people, لِمَا تَسْتَعْجِلُونَ. Why do you istijal? Istijal is from ajal. Ajal means to, ajala means to be hurrying in something, to hurry in something. So, Ya qawmi, oh my people, لِمَا تَسْتَعْجِلُونَ بِالسَّيِّئَةِ قَبْلَ الْحَسَنَةِ. Why do you race towards evil, leaving the hasana, leaving the good deeds, leaving good matters? لَوْلَا تَسْتَغْفِرُونَ اللَّهِ. If you do not do istighfar, do not ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness, لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. لَوْلَا meaning that why do you not? Okay, why do you not do istighfar? Why do you not ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness? لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. So maybe perhaps Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will have some mercy on you, and He will not put you towards these trials and tests. And actually the next ayah comes that they blame Him. They say that, because of you these things are happening. Because of you, you're a bad omen, you're bad luck basically to us, and because of you all these punishments and these tests are coming. Just like Fir'aun, the 7 different ayat, the 7 different miracles came to the people of Fir'aun, and the blood and the frogs and the lice and the different things that happened. They started blaming Musa alayhi salam and saying that because of you these things are happening. And even though they started going to him, back to him to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to remove it, but they started doing this. So here he's saying that why do you do this? And they started blaming Salih alayhi salam, saying that you are the one bringing this bad omen to us, this bad luck to us. We have 2 more minutes. I think we'll stop there, inshallah ta'ala. What we'll do is the homework. The homework again is I would like you to go through the ayat, all these ayat that we went over, and underline the feminine words, the different feminine words, and inshallah ta'ala the ism ishara, the pronouns, the adjectives, the sifat, and everything, and underline the words inshallah ta'ala, and we'll go over the hadith inshallah ta'ala tomorrow. So inshallah we'll stop there. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.